But once I start to get the things I want, I can calm down a bit.
Let's start this off with Elby, a larger fellow from Lexington, South Carolina.
When Elby wants to get sodas and snack cakes and potato chips, it makes me feel awful. What am I
At least
supposed to
someone
do,
being
tell him?
real. Because a lot of them other folks, yeah, you know, I just want to see them happy. At least she being honest. Because look at his big bald ass.
No. To me, that's the only thing left that he has.
At least he can walk.
Good Lord, how much soda was that? Like so much soda. And to answer your question, yes, you're supposed to tell him no.
Will you grab a thing of the pepperoni pizza pockets?
Is that what you want?
You don't have to turn around and be a smart ass.
Who are you to... Oh my... Is this his mama? Is this his... I beat his ass. I beat his... If that's the case, you go walk your big ass over there and go get it.
I don't like that.
The cart has gotten quite a bit bigger since the last time we've seen it. French fries, chips, and those pepperoni pizza bites, just to name a few. Can't wait to see what the actual meal is gonna
How about that? So let me not
be with all this food.
This shouldn't be my life, and this shouldn't be her life. And if I could go back in time and change the things that happened.
This man got 2 beers, one in each hand, ready to drink he drinking the beer like a soda. What have you did all day to deserve a beer? This nigga ain't did nothing but, man, I eat 5 meals today. I got a drink.
Led me here.
Look how fast he downed that Corona.
Whoa, looks like I spoke too soon. We might be home from the supermarket, but you gotta love double fisting it before dinner.
I just wish she'd give me some space at times and let up. Because sometimes I just want to seclude myself.
Elby, you want something to eat?
Yeah, just give me 2 hot dogs and 2 hamburgers.
The family's having a cookout, and that is a big order for a first plate.
Thank you.
When I'm in a real dark place where I turn to food for kind of that safe, comforted feeling, it's not uncommon for me to eat the portions of 2 or 3 grown men.
Looks like the order got a little bigger. I can see the hot dogs and burgers, but it looks like he got some beans and pasta salad in there too.
I'll keep eating or drinking until I get that, like, full feeling.
He ain't kidding. LB is downing a lot of food and showing no signs of...
He eating like he is at a food competition, bro. You are at home. Your food ain't going nowhere, dog. Ain't no kid finna run over there and try to take one of you little burgers or hot dogs.
Slowing down.
I never thought enabling LB would lead to what it is now. I feel like he's not gonna live long.
And for good measure, there's another plate. Sure, why not?
I'm so big now.
Another plate to kill himself.
Now, I can't work. Ashley has to provide for our family.
I don't want to break up our family, but we can't go on like this.
I know what you're thinking. Why is Doug here again? We already talked about his meal in a previous episode. Well, that's because we talked about his public meals, but we haven't discussed the ones he hides from his wife.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Pizza?
I want pizza.
Of course y'all do.
About the only thing I'm good for is getting food for the family.
Remember when he went to go pick up that pizza for
We
his
know.
family?
It's hard to
That's
go
the only
out,
thing that
but
make
I
you
know
go
it's
out.
my chance to sneak an extra meal. All my family knows about is the meal I'm bringing home. They don't know about how many other meals I can eat before I get back.
Well, as it turns out, before he came
That's a effing shame. You are sneaking food from your family before you... He eating about 2 other meals before he even get home.
well,
That's a
Doug
shame.
snuck over to the fast food burger joint for a quick meal before his actual meal.
Yeah, I need to get a number 4.
A lot of burger places have the small burgers for like $1. I'll grab an extra one of those and eat it on the way home.
He claims to order a small burger, but we clearly hear him order a number 4, which implies fries at the very least.
It kind of feels like I'm doing something I'm not supposed to do.
You're
and
not.
It's kind
You're
of
not supposed to be
adds to
doing
the
it.
whole enjoyment of it.
I'll have this wrapper in my pocket so I can throw it away in the house when I go in.
Doug is very aware he shouldn't do this, but the added naughtiness to his actions only add to the enjoyment.
Doug absolutely is a closet eater. I can't prove it, but I know he eats food when I'm not around. That's why I think it's so dangerous where he's at, is that I can't stop that.
Even though Ashley can't prove it, she has her suspicions about Doug, and that's why she's given up fighting him on portion sizes altogether.
Hey, Sean. So we got your stuff.
Yes.
Sienna needs a caretaker, and Derrickis comes over to bring her some food.
Did you eat?
No. Can you get me some burritos?
Okay.
And hash browns?
Okay. How many do you want?
I can't even get mad at this dude. He ain't even related to her. He just a caretaker. He just doing his job. He don't care.
4 burritos and what?
6 hash browns.
Look, I'm not a certified caretaker or anything, but I assume the job involves, well, taking care of her. Giving her 4 burritos and 6 hash browns is the worst thing you can do for her. Nobody needs that much food to start the day.
How can I help? Can I please have a large stuffed crust pepperoni pizza? The cinnamon bites thing, and that's all. Thank you.
The editing makes it seem like this call happens not long after he leaves, and the sunlight in the shaded windowsill helps us draw a similar conclusion. I can't imagine a world where anyone would need a large pizza after downing all that breakfast.
Is this some...
And she kind of almost lost it.
Bro, is this some pizza rolls too?
It broke my heart to see my mom that upset. It was just awful. I didn't know what to do and I just wanted to eat, but I couldn't while I was in the hospital. So I didn't gain much for a bit.
The pizza is here and she is not slowing down at all. That large pizza and cinnamon bites are completely gone before long.
So things got really bad and I just shut off. It was in this downward spiral until my mom came and got me.
And of course, you can't have cinnamon bites without cinnamon rolls to follow.
I stop through the fast food probably about 5 to 6 times a week.
James is a man that likes some fast food.
I would like to get a foot-long,
This one of the videos I reacted to that YouTube took down. Man, YouTube was pissing me off then. I had like 10 videos I was trying to upload. They blocked all of them.
A 1/4 pound coney with cheddar peppers, please. After I get off work, fast food is the easiest thing.
Getting that almost every day after work can't be good for you. Just look at how big that footlong is.
That way you ain't got to go home and cook nothing and just crawl in bed or sit down and watch TV.
And the crazy part is this dude mama was cooking for him. So he had no excuse. Just big and just big. Just big.
Give me another bite before his light changes.
Doing this once in a blue moon, I get it. Everyone gets hungry. But doing this 4 or more times a week, that's a serious problem.
Sometimes when I'm cooking something, he will have already gone through the drive-thru, and I say something, well, I already had something to eat. Well, why did you eat this? Well, you cooked it.
That sub would be enough to feed me for a day, but James isn't done.
I remember about 4 or 5 years ago, I went to the doctor. They brought these big scales in. My first thought was, can't be.
He was 7.
Oh, it is. You got some nerve saying, it can't be. Yes, nigga, you are that big. Oh, shoot. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Hold up. All right.
150 pounds.
That is a whole lot of food James is downing, especially when you consider that he ate before he got home.
Here you are putting this pie on here knowing I ain't supposed to eat.
Shut up. You gonna eat it anyway. Shut your big tail up. You just ate fast food.
Eat it.
I guess James blames me for his weight. I hope
I don't lie. Some of these overweight dudes that's this effing big that can't do nothing for themselves. They need their ass kicked. I ain't even lying. They just need to. Someone just need to come on top of nigga.
Not too bitter at me.
Because they
What
mouth
really
too
gets me riled
smart.
up is that he blames
and
his
they
mother
can't
for
move.
cooking all this, and even lashes out on her a bit.
Even though my life was miserable, I get an excitement when I know it's time to eat again. What we eating?
There's only one thing that keeps Sairita
She
going
ready.
day in and day out, and it's the same thing that's slowly killing her: food.
You ready for breakfast? I am.
What you need me to get?
I want to do bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches with some pizza rolls.
Okay.
Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches are not the healthiest choice in the world, but at least it's breakfast food. Pizza rolls, on the other hand, yeah, not so much.
Do I want war or do I want peace? If I give in, I'll have peace. If I don't, it'll be a constant nagging about it.
Well, apparently they've set up shop in Sairita's bed.
Her big ass is cooking in that little bedroom. That little old bedroom, bro.
Bedroom, and
Why
we
is
can
this
see that
nigga
these
with
sandwiches
her?
are going to be heavy on the bacon. I mean, just look at that pan. It's layered with uncooked bacon.
Food fulfills me. It fulfills empty voids that humans can't fulfill. It's like a kid in the candy store. When you go in the candy store and your eyes light up because you got a multitude of stuff and you got all type of different variety of stuff. That's the same thing when it comes to looking at my refrigerator like, oh, I'm eating out of every one of those snacks.
Making 5 sandwiches for 2 people is probably too much, but we see that Syrita is getting 4 of them while her fiance only gets the 1. Keep in mind, that's not even counting the pizza rolls. We can see them there on the bed, and something tells me Syrita is going to eat a pretty large share of those.
Snacks.
After waddling into the store and sitting down on the cart, the very first words out of Syrita's mouth is snacks. I've got a bad feeling about this one.
How about these right here?
Oh, yes. Mini barbecue. I actually like those. You want some cheese balls? I like cheese balls.
And just look at that cart. That thing is stacked to the brim and, as far as I can tell, appears to be almost exclusively loaded with snacks and junk food.
I hit these points where I will indulge in something and my stomach will start hurting and I'm still eating.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing pretty good myself.
You wanna know what that is? That's overfilling yourself. You are just eating just to eat. And I know what that's like to just overfill yourself. Bro, you wake up tired. Nigga don't feel like doing nothing. You feel disgusted.
That's good. I opened these, so we get those to you.
Wow, and she couldn't even wait until she was out of the store to start digging into the chips. What a sight to see.
You ready for breakfast?
Yes.
A effing shame,
Octavia
bro.
says she doesn't have the energy to leave her bed anymore, but she could still get a balanced breakfast?
Eating is my happiness. It makes me feel safe, and if I could, I just wouldn't stop.
Hold up, that is not breakfast. That is an absurd amount of nachos under
That's
any
a lunch.
circumstance, but this is what Octavia eats right after waking up and getting dressed.
After I finish my meal, I'm already thinking about eating again and what I'm gonna have next, and I can't wait.
I'm done.
She finishes up her well-balanced breakfast, but what will come next?
Let's see. Here, those are for you.
Yay!
I knew you was gonna be happy.
I love seeing the looks on their faces when I give them something good to eat.
Well, sharing is caring, so good for Octavia for handing those out. On the other hand, though, you really shouldn't have an entire plastic bag worth of snacks within arm's reach.
So what are we gonna have for lunch?
A Southwest salad sound.
She ain't moved from this spot all day. Look at her sister. She been laying like that the whole time she been on this episode.
Amazing.
I want some barbecue. Don't you want some?
I would rather have a salad, you know.
She talking about she wants some barbecue. I should say I'd rather have a salad. Saying how big I need to eat a salad, bro. She ain't moved.
I want the barbecue place, so that's what I'm gonna get.
I respect the effort there, but it sounds like barbecue is going to win out.
I got your barbecue.
Thank you.
This isn't a life.
Yep, here comes the barbecue. Let's see what we got.
I'm existing. I'm not able to experience the things that I want to do, places I want to go.
Whose fault is that? Ain't nobody's fault but yours.
I feel like I'm in jail.
Okay, I admit it, that looks better than a Southwest salad, but that is a whole lot of ribs and fries. We don't see her actively eat it, but we also see 2 closed bags on Octavia's table. So if she had even more after the ribs, that's a serious problem.
I need for you to come help me in the kitchen.
I'm in constant pain. My weight has worn down the cartilage in my knees.
So when I walk, it's literally bone on bone.
Despite the constant pain of carrying over 600 pounds, Tara is still able to help her mother out in the kitchen. Let's see what they're making.
I'm tired of my back hurting.
I ain't even gonna laugh about that, bro. Like, that's scary to me. Kamaru Usman, the UFC fighter, he has no cartilage in his knees, bro. But he still runs or whatnot. Bro, if you were out the cartilage in your knees, you pretty much gotta get surgery at that point, and may have to get, like, I think some bolts up in there, some screws or something. Bro, I hope I never wear out the cartilage up in my knees. That's scary.
My stomach hangs so far down. I'm just tired. You want it creamy? Yes. You're a professional. You're my potato salad girl.
Hold on a minute. Is that potato salad? We see her roll over with a giant case of butter, and I think all of it went into it. That's the only explanation for why it looks that yellow. It's definitely hard to make potato salad that unhealthy, but Tara somehow found a way.
After I eat, I feel disgusted, angry at myself. I'm helping her to stay like she is. It's hard to serve her and tell her that's all you can have.
The potato salad is done, but that's just the sides. And based on the contents of her plate, we also see Tara going through chicken, rice, and a roll. Now, it's hard to be positive, but I think Tara even had seconds. The contents of her plate changed dramatically between cuts, so either the editors spliced footage together in a very strange way, or Tara had more than one.
Y'all gotta think, bro. People this big, it's not gonna hurt them to skip a meal or two. Like, they can eat 2 big plates. I ain't saying fill it all the way up, but I'm saying with like 3 things. Like, you got, like, let's take an unhealthy meal, for example. They got mashed potatoes, 1 piece of fried chicken. Sure, I say baked beans. You can have 3 things on there. As long as if it ain't just big heaping portions, they'll be straight just eating 2 meals a day.
Helping.
Now I have 2 kids who need me to take care of them.
As far as that helped them lose weight.
What outfit you want to wear?
And I have to be there to take care of them.
Everything we've seen up until now has just been lunch, and Tara breaks out the snacks once her kids get home. Now, I know she doesn't eat any here, but the fact that she has a drawer filled to the brim with snacks heavily implies that she eats whatever junk she wants throughout the day.
I can't leave my children the way my daddy left me.
I want us to do more things as a family. She tries to do as much as she can, but she can do more.
Okay, so now we see Tara eating what appears to be a pretty normal meal. However, what makes it strange is that the kids aren't eating at all. I don't think this is dinner. I think it's just a very, very big midday snack.
Takes a while to get clothes on me, but when I'm ready, the first treat for me is the ice cream, man.
I always seen this one in the last one, bro.
Hey, what can I just with 2
and just skip this
until I got up to 400.
Oh shoot, hold
plate
on.
when she said,
even though I know what it's doing to me.
We could see there. Thanks to him, I pray for his septic system.
So I get the energy to get to the couch, and then I just eat and spend my time there.
Thanks to his addiction to food, Michael's day essentially begins and ends on the family couch.
I made a book that over for you.
No, this is good. So most of my day is just spent eating, and I love eating, but I hate how it's literally killing me. Food has basically destroyed my life already, even though I know what it's doing to me.
We could see scrambled eggs, toast, bacon, and a muffin, but at least there's fruit in a bowl. What really makes this stand out is seeing his wife's plate when she sits next to him. If that doesn't show you Michael is eating too much, simply nothing will.
So I spent the next couple of years going back to food again, until I got up to 450 pounds.
Michael is helping to make dinner, and if you like carbs, you'll like what they're making. Pizza, garlic bread, spaghetti, exactly one of the food groups is present in this meal.
My belly feels swollen to the point that the scars on my stomach hurt from the pressure. I still don't want to stop because of how food makes me feel.
Michael loads up on 4 slices of pizza and a giant bowl of spaghetti that is overflowing at the top.
And the worst part about that isn't what it's doing to my life. It's how it affects my family's life.
He follows that up with, well, I'll be honest, I don't really know what it is, but I know it's not good for you.
Dessert is mostly what I crave, and so my first choice is either cake or ice cream. Nothing makes me feel as good as sugar does, so it's the first thing I have every day.
Tiffany starts her day with a treat most of us save for the end of the day. Ice cream or cake as a first meal? Oh, your poor dentist.
Shopping for food is something that I absolutely love. Aside from eating, it's my favorite thing to do, and it fills me with such excitement when I find what I want.
This trip to the supermarket gives us a pretty good look into Tiffany's life. While a lot of products are blurred out, we can take an educated guess as to what's there based on the shapes of the packages. While most of it looks
and
like
the colors,
snacks, sauces, and other carb-heavy grains, we also see a giant tub of ice cream and a whole lot more in her cart.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Can you bring me the cookies?
No.
I need those, please.
Apparently, they bought cookies too.
So I was thinking on the way home we could stop by and pick up some food. Is that okay?
Yeah, if you're hungry.
Y'all just went grocery shopping.
Oreo cookies just wasn't enough, so now it's time for a quick bite before dropping off all the food you just bought.
Can I get the double quarter pounder meal, large?
An order of 20-piece nuggets as well.
cookies as well.
All right, 3063 at the window, please.
Thank you. Boy, she wasn't kidding about the sweet tooth. Even more cookies? I mean, you're already getting nuggets and a large double cheeseburger meal.
I know I eat way too much. The problem isn't understanding that. It's not being able to change that.
Okay, I honestly thought the nuggets might have been for her boyfriend, but it looks like he's not eating anything. Tiffany's just going to town on a cheeseburger, nuggets, fries, and cookies like it's nothing.
Do you want to start making breakfast?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. I hate that I let it all get to this point. But when it comes to food, it feels like I have no control.
How come they big ass don't make their own breakfast? You like eating so much, why don't you make your own breakfast?
Gina's wife Beth makes her breakfast every single morning, and it doesn't take too long to see why she's the size that she is.
When I wake up, I'm starving, and I can't wait to eat.
You ain't starving.
Before she
You far from starving.
goes to work, Beth makes us all what we need for breakfast.
Where
You're
do
just
you even
hungry.
get a bagel that size? I mean, seriously, that's just not industry standard. Bagels are nothing
Bro, I don't know what. Bro, that bagel GMO.
but carbs, so if
genetically
you're eating one of those every
modified.
single day, you're gonna put on some weight.
Eating, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel safe. It makes me feel happy. It takes away all my pain and depression. So no matter what it's costing me and how much I hate my life, I can't stop. I just want more and more and more.
Of course, the bagel isn't all we get this morning. Beth also brings out a whole bunch of other food, and Gina doesn't shy away from any of it. We never get a close-up on the plate, but we can tell she's eating some type of egg sandwich on a separate bagel, a hash brown, and I believe there's also some kind of bacon on that second plate.
So I have to have someone constantly bring me more food. Without it, I would have nothing in my day to even look forward to.
Beth's gone now, but that doesn't mean Gina's done eating.
No matter what I've gone through or how bad things got, I knew I could always rely on food to get me through it.
That can't all be for one person, right? A single one of those subs would fill me up for the day, and Gina's going through both of them like it's nothing, as well as an entire carton of fries. I am almost certain that's marketed towards an entire family meal, but I could be wrong.
Try not to wear myself out so much I can't get out this shower. But it does take a lot out of me at that point. All I want to do is eat.
Tommy's breakfast sounds normal enough on paper until you see it all laid out.
So that's when my cravings for my first meal start to get overwhelming for me.
Okay, it's just pancakes and they seem to be small enough. Simple, right?
And Amanda is the one that cooks and brings it to me to make sure I'm happy. And she always makes something good. Very, very good. My favorite is when she makes me a bunch of bologna sandwiches. It's hard to stop.
Well, that's a bit more than just pancakes. We've got all those pancakes on one plate, but we've also got 2 bologna sandwiches and scrambled eggs. Side note, who actually likes bologna sandwiches? I think that's the first on this show, and that's saying something.
Food is what I live for. I'd eat every minute of the day if I could. I eat like 8 meals a day.
Bro, I haven't had a bologna sandwich in so long, bro. You put the little slit on it, you leave it there until it turns like darn near black.
Wait a minute, he eats 8 meals a day? Are they all that size?
I was lonely, so I put up a page on a dating site when I was 31. And not too long after that, I met Amanda. I wasn't expecting to meet anybody, really.
I was engaged before to someone who was also morbidly obese. He was over 700 pounds. He's just a wonderful, wonderful man.
Well, that's not necessarily a meal, but eating ravioli right out of the can and then downing it with cake certainly is a decision one can make with their life.
But I never felt like I've been able
Bro,
to be
funny,
the boyfriend
dog.
Amanda really deserves. The more my body breaks down, the harder I make it for her.
And in case you're wondering if he only had one slice of cake, no, he didn't.
It's a cross between my H2A recipe and my tetrazzini recipe.
It's good.
Enjoy.
Time for meal number 3 of the day, and it looks to be about as healthy as the first 2.
I'm 38 now, and my life is pretty much this bed and eating. So I don't do anything or see anyone. I love Amanda with all my heart.
Tommy's girlfriend says it's a mix of 2 recipes. We've got some pasta with sauce, looks like some meats in there too. Basically a whole bunch of stuff you shouldn't be eating at Tommy's weight.
Me and my brother live in my van because we're homeless, and my size makes my situation harder because of how I struggle now to fit places and do things.
Dominic and his brother are truly down on their luck as they're currently homeless and living out of their van.
Hey, can I get 6 of the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits? 6 hash browns? 2 triple griddles? Can I get 3 of the...
Bro said 2 triple griddles. What is a triple griddle? Don't tell me that this nigga finna... He wants to stack them at griddles? What?
big breakfasts? and a large chocolate shake with whipped cream.
Look, I get that you're in a bad situation and that food is an escape, but you honestly don't need that much, even if you are sharing with your brother, especially since money is tight and you should probably be saving every cent you can rather than getting a large chocolate shake with your third big breakfast.
I want a family. I want a roof over my head, but not being able to control my eating has destroyed my life.
The two brothers manage to save up enough money for a hotel room for the night, and in the morning, they get a familiar breakfast.
I'm hoping me and my brother can figure out how we can get what we need to go to Houston so I can find a way to stop eating and lose weight.
Yep, I'd recognize that plastic tray anywhere, and those obviously microwaved pancakes. That's a McDonald's big breakfast again.
There's no way my body could take much more of being like this. I just really hope.
It looks like they got 4 of them.
Look, I know they're cheap and quick, but for the love of God, try to switch it up every now and then. And just like last time, he's having more than just one big breakfast. There's at least 4 there, so even if you split them evenly, he's still having more than one big breakfast before you even account for the drinks and extra hash browns.
Once I'm dressed, food is what I need.
How are you? Well, I promise I'm not trying to be mean, but how are you homeless and that big?
It's what I want, and it's what I have to have. Usually, Chris is the one who makes it for me.
After getting showered and dressed, Carrie cannot wait to finally get some food in her system.
Food is like a best friend. It's a comfort, it's joy, it's almost euphoric.
And when I'm eating,
I don't hear anything else. I don't see anything else.
Her husband Chris delivers breakfast right to Carrie's chair.
We
and just
know
look at how much
the house
food
could be
there is.
burning
On the
down.
surface,
You're gonna
it's
be
your
eating
typical breakfast foods, eggs, biscuits, and bacon. It's definitely not the type of meal you should eat every day, but it's nothing too bad to have on an occasion. However, what truly makes it stand out is the sheer quantity of the food. Just look at how high that's stacked. It's ridiculous that one person eats all that just for breakfast.
I'm the receptionist at a doctor's office, and I'm only able to do that because I can sit most of the day. And when I get there, it's never too early for lunch.
Despite her size, Carrie can still work, and we get a glimpse of what her typical lunch looks like.
Lunch motivates me a lot, but I'm getting to where soon I won't even be able to go to work.
And yes, we will skip over the irony that she works at a doctor's office.
I know my weight's out of control now, and my body's getting to a breaking point.
Okay, 2 boxes for one person, not really off to a great start.
It is so hard for me to stop eating. If I did not have to keep a time clock, I would spend more time focused on food.
We don't get a clear look at the actual food, but we can see that it's clearly not healthy. One of the boxes is loaded up with fries and what appears to be some type of wrap, a gyro maybe, while the other one is what I'm guessing.
But alright, y'all, that's it for this video. See y'all up in the next one. Peace.